Have you heard of carb cycling? Well, I think it's a very important thing to engage in once you've trained your body to go into ketosis. So there's a lot of information out there about ketogenic diets. And so I'm not going to cover that today. But suffice it to say that if you have successfully gone into ketosis and you have documented that with blood test strips or urine test strips so that you know that you're in ketosis and you've been successfully in ketosis for a period of time, let's say 3 weeks or more, then you don't want to stay there forever. I think that's where people go wrong, is that they just kind of think ketogenic diets are good, so they stay on one all the time. What eventually starts happening is that they start to backfire. You may lose some fat and optimize your body composition initially, and then later you start putting weight on. At least that's what's happened to me, and I know that's happened to a lot of my patients. So what I find is very, very helpful is to begin, after being in ketosis for a period of time, for at least 3 weeks, begin carb cycling. And you will see interesting results where you have surprisingly good benefits from introducing some carbohydrates in a cyclical manner. So what I like to do is this: after being in ketosis for a period of time, I like to spend 3 days a week where I eat pretty much a ketogenic diet, where I take my carbohydrates down to 50 grams or fewer in a day. And I focus more on fats, protein, and vegetables for 3 days. Then 2 of the days, I eat a little bit of carbohydrate. I would say this would be a moderate carbohydrate diet, where I'm taking my grams of carbohydrates up to about 100 grams per day. That's still not many. And then I have 2 days where I eat more carbohydrates. This would be where I maybe would try to cluster those on the weekend because I might be going out to dinner and I might want to eat different things. And oftentimes the results are very encouraging. I will actually lose a little bit of weight after a night out, of maybe even including some pasta with my protein and vegetables. So it's interesting how your body begins to develop what's called metabolic flexibility. We want to retain the ability to burn both carbohydrates and fat as fuel as we age. And unfortunately, so many people lose that because they're overindulging in carbohydrates all the time. And so we want to avoid that. And ketogenic diets are good for a period of time, but not forever. So I ideally want to encourage you to experiment.